Senator Marco Rubio, Republican of Florida, swiped at President Biden in a tweet Friday, accusing the president of talking like a centrist, but governing from the radical left on Biden's second full day in office. President Biden is talking like a centrist, using the words of the center like unity, but governing like someone from the far left, Rubio said in a video posted to Twitter. Number one, he has issued more executive fiats than anyone in such a short period of time ever. More than Obama, more than Trump, anyone. Second, these aren't just normal executive fiats. This is literally going down the wish list of the far left and checking all of them off. Rubio targeted Biden's signing of multiple executive orders in his first 2 days in office, saying they have far reaching efforts for working Americans. He highlighted Biden's order revoking a permit for the Keystone XL pipeline. It also halts oil and gas leasing at an Arctic refuge, as well as an order to revoke Trump's strict immigration policies. At the stroke of a pen, he literally put thousands upon thousands of hardworking, blue collar union members out of work. These are people that were working on Monday, that were working on Tuesday, and then the president gets into the Oval Office, signs an executive order wiping out the Keystone pipeline, and they're out of work. Rubio said. These folks now have to go back to their families in the middle of a pandemic and tell them, we just lost their job and I don't know where I'm going to go work next. That's a far left agenda there. So, according to him, the far left agenda, the same far left that wants $15 minimum wage and a federal jobs mandate, is to get people to not be working anymore just because we're all working to make sure that people are unemployed. Oh, I'll talk more about later today about, as I read carefully last night, this moratorium on deportations. I think there are some incredibly dangerous criminals that are going to get to stay in this country as a result of it. Yeah, he's misleading about the immigration stuff because that was about a strict policy of getting rid of people who their crime was coming illegally. And a lot of times you have people who advocate for less strict policies on immigration getting smeared as trying to just have everybody stay, including people who have committed violent crimes since coming here, which is not something any Democrat has spoken about supporting. Rubio, and it's really sad to see Rubio say this kind of stuff because he was one of the less insane Republicans on immigration. So he finished by calling on the public to pay attention to the new administration actions, claiming it's not going to be a good one for the country and it's not going to be a good one for people, for working Americans, and for your jobs. We're not going to be able to just sit around here in a honeymoon period and just watch these things happen. So this is Rubio really just kind of appointing himself because he's realizing that he's not itching out a lane for himself in the 2024 Republican field because it's not normal to be this critical of just basic stuff at the start of an administration. But I do think it's funny how with Biden you had this moderate politician that got the Democratic nomination, and Republicans have really tried to make every damn thing this man does seem like it's part of the socialist system that me and the rest of the evil Stalinists are all seeking, and it's insane. And I say Stalinist as a joke because they try to make it seem like if you like anytime that word is used, they try to invoke these historical figures that nobody even talks about or has any connection to other than a word. Um, But he's like, my favorite part is when he says, going down the wish list of the far left and checking all of them off. Okay, he doesn't support the Green New Deal. He doesn't support single payer. I haven't seen him say he wants to get out of the 7 wars the U.S. are in, except for Yemen and Afghanistan. So whose wish list is he checking off on the far left? Because if you ask AOC supporters or people that support, Omar, Rokana, Talib, any of these people, those are specific things that they would like to see done, and they're not getting it under Biden. So, like, I don't. It's said he just says things to make the Republican base like him, and he's trying to get his 2024 bid started by being overly aggressive toward basic stuff. And look, it's normal for politicians of the opposing party to start talking trash, right after the other person gets in office. But it is kind of goofy to get this mad and try to label moderate positions as being part of the far left checklist. I wish, but no, it's not.